Well, hello and welcome to another installment of the Row House. It's another WIP Wednesday, and this time it's mainly focused on the bricks. Getting the bricks done, and kind of my first attempt at it. I've never really done bricks before as far as XPS foam is concerned, so I hope it turns out, and hope you enjoy it, and don't get too bored watching a bunch of bricks go on a building, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's get to it. Ciao. I don't know why I said ciao. Anyway, let's get to it. I painted this all brown, so when I put paneling up or wood or anything behind it, there's not white showing through, and I have to combat that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start applying some foam bricks to this and see how it turns out. I think I want to kind of line this, that way I can build things up to it, and it's not such a, it won't be such an exaggerated break between the two, well, whatever I decide to do. So I'm going to start lining this with bricks. I'm gonna line the bottom with pink foam, and I think I'm gonna have the entrance right here, and that way I kind of get an idea of how the coverage of it, and so I know how to deal with these bricks. So I think that's what I'm gonna do first, is just kind of line the bottom and then go from there. All right, pink foam's on for the base. Now I'm gonna make some decorative, I don't even know what they are, just messing around. But these are beads that I got in the hobby store, and these are some dowels. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark where the beads go so they're all kind of the same. I've already done it on this one, so I've marked it and put a X on the side that I want the bead on. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this one. I want it flat, so I'm just gonna use a piece of wood to make sure they're flat. Butt it right up against that. I'm just gonna eyeball it. I went ahead and made a wall for them and also primed them. Now what I want to do is I kind of want to inset them a little bit, so I want to put some pressure on them, and that way I can kind of get an indentation and I know where to cut out on them. kind of transferred a little bit, so that's kind of nice too. So now I know where to cut out. All right, I've been messing around with Sculpty again because I want to make some facades for this. And a couple things that I've come to a conclusion, at least as far as I'm concerned, is one, I always still use parchment paper because it doesn't stick, or at least you can pull it apart easier. And the other, I made some little guides as far as how thick I wanted the Sculpty, so I could flatten it out to that thick. And then the other thing is when I do this, I don't want to start on the edge. I want to start in the middle and end before I get to the other end. That way it's easier to peel this stuff off. Now that this is dry enough to put on the wall, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to apply some more bricks around it and probably build up the entire wall, or at least the base wall. This is the progress on the XPS foam bricks. I have a couple inserts that I've done with the Sculpty, and the door is also Sculpty as well, and these turned out pretty nice too. I also decided to cut the top off with my Proxxon wire cutter. I didn't want to go any higher. I felt that it was probably sufficiently high, and I've also ran out of bricks, so I need to cut more bricks. And then I'll get back to it. Well, that's a wrap on this video and the XPS foam bricks. I ran out, so I need to cut more. If you have any questions, comments, you can leave them below. I appreciate it. And I do appreciate those people who have joined us here and subscribed, and also that have left me comments or PM me. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, we have an Instagram account as well as Facebook under the same name. And then we have a group. It's a small group, but it's a Platypus Scotsman Lounge. If you want to follow us there. But that's about it. I'm hoping to get this wrapped up soon. We have another project in the works, and I want to start painting this. I'm kind of itching to paint it, but I need to power through and get all the build done. I think the tree is probably going to be the longest. I got to think about that one. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the tree on the end, but I think it's coming along okay so far. But if you, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, leave them below, and hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of this video. And just remember what my mother always said. You think I'd be used to the camera by now, but I am not. I don't know how many takes. It's just crazy. I'm not used to the camera or being behind it. It's not my thing. Anyway, I digress. Just remember what my mother used to always say, that anyone can do art. Ciao. Cool fire. Southern Nights.
Did you say dude?
What?
Did you say
Southern Nights.
dude?